And welcome once again. So for this guy, we're going to take a little more time on these. We're not going to paint them quite as quickly as we did with the zombies. So to get Derek started here, we are working with the tanned flesh. Make sure we get the skin all the way around. It's thinned down, so we're going to do a couple of coats on him. So remember, thin down your paints just a little bit so they flow nicely. Make sure you get all the skin pieces covered everywhere the skin is, around the gun, his fingers, around his neck. Do it thin, let it dry, coat it again. It's better than trying to glop it all on at once. To do his jeans, we're doing deep blue, which will be followed by ultramarine blue, and then a combination of ultramarine blue and electric blue. But we'll get to those steps in a few minutes. So again, thin it down slightly, a couple of coats if necessary. Okay, to do his shirt, we're going to do it ash gray, and then we'll do a couple lighter tones on it, but just cover it with ash gray first. Again, a couple of thin coats. Now around his eyes and his head is a mixture of the barbarian flesh and the tanned flesh, about 50-50, just to lighten the skin up. Okay, we don't want to get it all down into the recesses. We just want to hit all the higher areas where the light's going to hit, and that'll give us the tones that we're looking for, the shading of the model. Again, second coat of the ash gray on the shirt, just make sure we have good coverage. Okay, now we're using the ultramarine blue on the pants. We're not putting it down into the recesses. We're hitting the high points, the edges of his jeans. We want to keep the deep recesses for the dark shadowing. Now for his shirt, this is a mixture of the ash gray at about 75% and white, the matte white at about 25%. And we're hitting the high points, key, especially the deep recess right in the center of his chest. You want to make sure that stays the dark gray. It's watered down so we can make it flow and blend in really well. And to highlight the jeans, we're using the ultramarine blue and the electric blue mixture, about 50-50. And here we're really just hitting the high points, hitting all the tops, the edges, the ridges. Don't want to get it down into the recesses. We want to make sure that we keep that deep blue down in there. Black for the shoes. This is just straight matte black. And same thing for the gun. We'll come back and hit the gun with the metal in a little bit just to edge it, but the gun is black. Same for the belt. Belt is black. And we use the gun metal for the belt buckle. Now we're using the leather brown for the jacket. Thin down, so we'll do a couple of coats on it as well. detail brush to get the edges and the spots close to the other colors. Using the dark tone to darken the leather on the jacket. Again, this is just straight dark tone, no watering it down, but you don't want it to pool. So once you get it on, then go back around and make sure it's not pooling anywhere. You just want it to get down in the recesses. The blue tone for the jeans, same thing. Get it on and then go back and make sure it's not pooling anywhere heavily that you don't want it to. But you do want to kind of want to sit it in the recesses, and it'll just bring all three of those colors together. Using a soft tone on the skin and the soft tone and on his shirt, I watered it down quite a bit so it's not really heavy. I didn't want to turn the shirt and his skin the brown of the soft tone, just to give it some definition. Ash gray edging for the shoes, as you've seen in some of the other videos. And there's the gunmetal for the gun itself. Yeah, after all the washes have dried, we're going to take the leather brown and we're going to go back and hit the high points on the jacket, just some of the edging and the higher points of the ridges. We don't want to erase the work we've already done, but we do want to bring the color out in the jacket. So we'll do that with the original color and just hit the high ridges, the pockets, and really make him stand out. Here I just took a little bit of the dark tone and added it to his eyes and his mouth, as I wanted them a little bit darker. And we'll use a slightly watered down matte black for the base, just to give it a smooth finish. Now on the top of his head, I'm taking just the barbarian flesh and watered it down, quite a bit, just so it would flow really smoothly. And I'm just hitting the high points where his bald head, his hands, and everything would be. And there you go, folks. I mean, he's, again, not a masterpiece, but he looks better than our zombies because we want to take a little bit more time, do a little bit more highlighting on him. Like this video, let us know in the comments what you think, and have a great day.